Yo, it's finally that time of the year. The year we all anticipate and are excited towards, Christmas. I love this holiday so much, and so today, we will commence Christmas celebration. Like the usual, I will dress up for Christmas. And look, I know my costume ideas might be a little weird, but I've nailed it this time. Trust me, you'll like it, it's clever. Guys, get out here. Alright, good, y'all are here, so y'all ready for my Christmas outfit? Here you go, watch this. Crazy, huh? See guys, do you guys not know who I am? I'm N, from Murder Drones. You know how he's really nice, and in Christmas you have to be really nice to get presents, and also in Christmas you're just nice in general. And N from Murder Drones is the perfect embodiment of that. So I'll get all the Christmas presents and stuff. Pretty clever, huh? Right? Right? Okay, I get it. I look like a huge dork here. Well, I guess I'll change to a better Christmas outfit. Hey guys, Merry Christmas. This time of the year is truly something, huh? And a major factor of Christmas is gift giving. I love giving gifts so much. It's so fun shopping and looking at lists and purchasing the gifts and spending more money on the box and the wrapping paper and the bow and spending money on more gifts and more boxes and more supplies and spending more money on more gifts. Okay, yeah, this holiday is very expensive and you spend lots of money, but that doesn't ruin the magic for me. And you know what would be the perfect gift for me and is also pretty expensive so it perfectly matches the energy of Christmas? BFDI Plushies. Yup, my Christmas would be pretty satisfied if I received a BFDI plush. So that's what I want to talk about today, and I'm not just gonna be talking about them in general, but I want to talk about a cool subject about them. If you're aware of Glitch Productions, you know they make a lot of plushies. Due to these many plushies, they make a series of plushie variants. Basically, if a plushie of a character already exists, they can make another one but with some sort of difference. For example, there is the standard Pomni plush, but a plush variant is Beach Pomni seen in episode 7. Great episode by the way. Or the normal N and V plush. But there's a plush variant of them in their camping outfits from episode 4. Also a great episode. If you understand the confusing Murder Drones lore. So with the existence of plush variants addressed, let me apply this to BFDI. There have been some plush variants in BFDI. So today, we're gonna talk about them while also making some ideas of plush variants. Now I could have probably made 2 videos for each idea, but there's not many plush variants nor ideas, so let's just make a whole video about them. So let's talk. So as far as I'm aware, there are currently 2 BFDI plush variants. And I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty cool and I think worth getting. So first off we have the Bubble plush. Oh wait, not that Bubble plush. Man, why are there so many Glitch Productions references in this video? Is this a sign I want their merch for Christmas as well? Anyways, we have the Bubble plush. A pretty standard looking plush. I like Bubble, she's cool, and her plush is cool I guess. I mean, I think there were better options for the color and face, but overall, solid Bubble plush. Well, now look at this. The silly Bubble plush. In reference to her face gag in the first season of BFDI, we now have her doing that as a plush, really makes this a more solid plush of Bubble. And not just that, there's some overall improvements to the coloring and shape. I didn't even notice the shape was a bit off. Overall, I think this plush variant is cool. It's a great reference to Bubble in general with some improvements. The first plush was a great plush of Bubble. But the plush variant was a great Bubble plush. I don't know if that made sense, I just wanted to sound smart. Anyways, Bubble was actually released with another plush. And that is the Pin plush. And, oh, they have the same face. Something tells me maybe these 2 were rushed out. I mean, I like the shape, sorta. There's definitely some room for improvements, but overall good. The face though. It doesn't really match Pin to be honest. And the proportion was kinda off. So yeah, maybe these 2 were rushed out for the holiday season. Luckily however, it seems they wanted to give both of these plushies a second chance as Pin has a plush variant. We got the Mech Suit Pin plush. And holy hell does this look sick. Mech Suit Pin really made her my favorite, because she was such a great villain and had great dynamics. Overall really entertaining and carried the episode she was in. It actually made Pin rise in my favorites. And when I have favorites I love getting their plush. Unfortunately, Pin's plush just didn't really meet up with the version of Pin I love. Well, this plush variant solves that problem. We see Pin's face not only the right proportion now, but it also encapsulates her personality that made me love her so much. Not just that, but her mech suit just looks cool as hell here. Really sick stuff. This is a plush I'm definitely getting. Not right now, because my money is currently invested on buying gifts and presents, and we already established how expensive Christmas is. But as soon as I get the paycheck and no gift buying in sight, top priority for sure. 10 out of 10. I wasn't even doing rankings, that's how much I love this plush. Okay, so a video just covering the plush variants seems cool, but this video would be incredibly short and wouldn't fit the brand of Ed Media. And I always wanted to make a video making ideas for plush variants, but that would also be short, so let's kill two birds with one stone and make this a thing. I actually have some pretty cool ideas for some plush variants. So let's begin yo. The Leafy plush is honestly kinda lame. Shape and color looks off, and the face looks weird on her and just not what I dig in Leafy. I really loved Leafy during her arc in BFDI where she took a more villainous role and more crazy. So, I think a perfect way to encapsulate that would be a Metal Leafy plush. Listen, Metal Leafy I feel is just as iconic as regular Leafy. She's been seen as metal for quite a while. As BFDI she acquired this look, and that's pretty popular. And she maintained this form for a long time. So I think a better leaf shape, a recolored metal palette, and a more evil face would make a great Metal Leafy plush. I would definitely buy this, just as great as Mech Suit Pin. I think BFDI might be my favorite season. Damn, so many BFDI variants. Speaking of that, let's talk about Fries. I don't really like Fries TBH honest, but I do admit his plush is pretty sick. Really good quality, great thinking with the Fries, it's cool. But like I said, BFDI might be my fave season. And Fries sure had a lot of transformations in that season. He really did, but I think one that sticks out the most to me is bioluminescent Fries. Throughout the season I didn't really enjoy Fries. But I'm not gonna lie, he kinda went off with a bang, and around that time he had his bioluminescence. He was honestly way better when he looked like this, he was more funny and actually pretty cool. And the appearance is sick as well. So let's make a plush of it. I think a bioluminescent color palette is required, duh. But for the face, I guess a more happier face while still retaining his attitude would be cool. It's more in line with his more modern appearances. Maybe some angry eyes but with a smile or something. That'd be neat. While I don't like Fries, I'd honestly consider buying this plush variant if it happens. Anyways, let's move on to Teapot. First off, I think Marker, despite being a horrible character, has a solid plush. It's very accurate to him and is one of the more quality looking plushies. Too bad it's wasted on an ass with a side of booty cheeks character. But Marker is a character that went through a drastic appearance change that I think his popularity could correlate with plush sales and would be a great benefit for the team. We have purple Marker, but he can have a green Marker plush. Just his cap and logo thing with the green tone we see in the more recent episodes of Teapot. And for the face, I think a more wacky and happier face is to be demanded. His face is simple, we need a wackier face because Marker is pretty dumb. I think a green Marker plush is a genius idea that could be a great profit. You know, money profit? The one plush looks, honestly, not that great. Very rushed out for the BFDI anniversary. But we have a chance at another shot. Look, one is overpowered right now, she has 4 and 2's power. So why not make a plush out of that? Capturing the green and blue aura is gonna be tricky, so how about have like a green and blue outline and maybe an eye color change where there's some green and blue energy emitting. And a very evil face that captures her villainous role. Her face is just a smile on the plush. Which I mean does line up with how mysterious she looked with her deceiving smile, but now that she's unleashed her rage, a plush encapsulating that would be peak. I think it's be cool. Leading with this idea, the pencil plush is also something people have not been fond of. Maybe they should make an improvement to the appearance, but also take advantage with her personality change in Teapot with a more angry and depressed one. We mentioned the powerful one, so why not make one for pencil? Same shtick, green and blue outline, maybe something with the eyes. But a great addition would be green and blue limbs, so that would make a good enough change. Pencil with both powers was really an important scene, so honestly a plush of her with it would be great. For the face, maybe a very angry and tired face would be the best fit. To really show her state in Teapot. So those are the ideas I have for plush variants. Overall, plush variants are an interesting topic. With characters receiving great sales, maybe taking advantage off of that with a variant would be neat. A great spin with some cool additions is so cool. And there's many possibilities, so there could be a whole line of variants like in Glitch Productions. So this is my input on plush variants and ideas. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to have a Merry Christmas. I hope you guys have a happy holiday. Goodbye.